Coming up today on Studio 13 Live, the Golden Globes return after a hiatus. The big moments everyone is talking about today.
We will find that dog.
Plus, we sit down with Rob Lowe and Kimberly Williams-Paisley to talk about their new movie, Doggone, and the lessons they hope people take away from it.
And we'll introduce you to a man in the South Sound keeping the craftsmanship of shoe repair alive.
Then we'll show you how a restaurant went from barely getting any customers to being sold out of all their food. It's all thanks to a TikTok video. Studio 13 Live starts right now.
I wanna see you smile, take you another mile. Don't gotta wait, don't gotta wait, don't gotta wait today. I wanna see you smile, take you another mile. Don't gotta
So much for being here with us today. We're so excited to have you. I'm Carly Henderson.
And I'm Mireya Garcia. And how about that sunshine we got to see yesterday?
That was everything.
Oh.
I loved it so much. I took full advantage of my hour of sunlight when I got home. I took a beautiful walk in Lincoln Park along the water. There's just something about having the trees and the mountains in the distance and the water. It's just so magical up here. What did you do?
Well, I was busy momming, and I gave my son a bath, which I love to do because I often don't get to do the bedtime routine. But you know, with kids, sometimes you gotta like sing songs to get them to do things. So after 30 minutes, I was like, it's time, it's time, it's time to get out. And then he looked at me with all this joy on his face, and he just said, no, 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 no. It's like, oh, I don't know where to go from here.
He really made it his own, it sounds like.
He really did. And you know, he actually was a little delayed to talking, so I still find so much joy anytime he does something silly like that.
Very smart kid, and musical too. You've got a future pop star on your hands.
I love it. It was so fun. Yep. And maybe he will win an award one day.
Maybe you will. We love award shows.
We do love award shows, and we are going to chat about the 80th annual Golden Globes. It returned last night, and you know, of course, you'll remember it took a little break last year because of some controversy over lack of diversity and ethics issues in the Hollywood Foreign Press Association.
Yeah, that's right. So host Jared Carmichael did not shy away from addressing that controversy either. He did it right from the start. And then he, of course, acknowledged the audience and talked about how it's a night, you know, celebrating all their work and achievements. Probably one of my favorite moments of the night was when Eddie Murphy received a Lifetime Achievement Award. I feel like he really brought it back to one very memorable moment from last year's Oscars.
And keep Will Smith's wife's name mouth.
He went there. Eddie Murphy never gets old. He is so funny.
Oh, that really gave me a good belly laugh. Look, we all remember that. We saw the memes, but sometimes you gotta laugh, you know?
You do. He's a genius. He's hilarious.
Well, a lot of people also talking about the fact that it gives them hope to see the award winners this particular year because two women in their fabulous 60s who've had very long careers in Hollywood actually won their very first Golden Globes. You'll love to see it. So we are talking about Jennifer Coolidge. She won an award as the Best Supporting Actress in a TV series, your fave. Yep.
And White Lotus.
Yes, you gotta love it. And 61-year-old Michelle Yeoh actually won Best Actress in a Musical or Comedy for a Motion Picture, and she is 60 years old.
Yeah, look at these ladies. I would have never guessed they were even in their 60s,
I know,
too. A lot of women are saying online that it gives them hope that they can still make their dreams come true, even if they feel like they're stuck right now, and even if they pause their careers to have kids. Jennifer Coolidge and Michelle Yeoh address this in their acceptance speeches. Take a look.
I just want you all to know that I had such big dreams and expectations as a younger person, but what happened was they get sort of fizzled by life or whatever. And I thought I was going to be Queen of Monaco, even though someone else did it. But I had these giant ideas.
As the days, the years, and the numbers get bigger, it seems like opportunities start to get smaller as well. And I probably was at a time where I thought, well, hey, come on, girl, you had a really, really good run. You worked with some of the best people, Steven Spielberg, Jim Cameron and Danny Boyle, and so it's good. It's all good.
Oh, I feel like the big takeaway from this is if you have a dream, don't give up on your dream because it can happen for you no matter what age, no matter what's happened in your life. Just keep going if you really want to make that happen.
Yeah, absolutely. It really brought a tear to my eye, especially Michelle Yeoh's speech, because you heard her there. I mean, she felt it. She was talking about coming to terms with the end of her career and just kind of accepting that it was stellar, but maybe it was over, and it is not. And I just love that for her.
It's giving me the Notebook line. It's not over till it's over. Jennifer Coolidge too. I thought hers was so heartfelt. If you can, you should go back and watch the whole thing on YouTube. But she points out there's 5 people in this room who kept me going for 20 years. And I think we all think of Jennifer Coolidge as having this iconic career, you know, Stifler's Mom and American Pie and, you know, Legally Blonde, all the different amazing projects that she's done. And I feel like she's really hit her mark, especially in these last couple of years with my fave show, White Lotus.
Yes.
She's amazing. Also, every time she talks, I feel like she's doing an impression of her character, but I think they just write for who she is.
Yeah,
you know?
they write for who she is, and that's why it's so great. And, you know, I have to tell you, I saw on Twitter someone commenting on her speech in particular, and they said that her speech, Jennifer Coolidge's speech, deserves a Golden Globe all on its own because it just brought a tear to so many people's eyes, and it was something about hope. You know, you just gotta love to hear that.
I do.
All right, speaking of entertainment, guess who is coming back? They have announced their return to the Gorge. Check it out.
No need to complicate it. I'm a simple man. All you gotta do is put a drink in my hand.
Oh, this Texas girl's heart is happy. Eric Church, a huge favorite around here as well, and he is bringing his Outsiders Revival Tour to the Gorge Amphitheater on September 9th. He'll actually be joined by Jelly Roll and Haley Witters, and tickets going on sale January 20th at 10 a.m. Now, how big are you into country?
Oh, I like modern country for sure.
Yeah?
And I like a little old bluegrass too.
Yes.
You know, I'm from Colorado. Going back home to Colorado for like a year during the beginning of the pandemic really kicked it off for me again. I got to interview so many amazing artists on different live streams, and just like being there and literally where I'm from, there's tractors going down the road and everything. So I kind of got back to my roots a little bit, bought some cowboy boots.
I love it.
And I would go to any concert outside. Like Red Rocks is my favorite venue ever. The Gorge is #1 on my bucket list this summer.
Yeah.
I can't wait to go.
You gotta love it. Well, we'll have to get in line with everybody else, okay?
Yeah, you love country, right?
I do love country, but I have to tell you that when I was a kid in Texas, I went through this phase where I was like, forget country, that ain't me.
Yeah.
That ain't me.
Yeah.
Ooh, I'm telling on myself.
You are country, girl.
But you know what? You move away from home and you start to realize, oh, I miss those sounds. You just love it.
It's fun. It's like, you know, it probably would make your parents really happy to know you got back to your roots and there was value in that. Well, elsewhere in music, one of the most popular music festivals in the world has released its lineup, and it has got some international stars headlining the show. So Coachella is going to feature Puerto Rican superstar Bad Bunny headlining Weekend 1 in California, and one of my favorite K-pop groups, Blackpink, they're holding it down on Weekend 2. And the mysterious Frank Ocean, who just seems to pop up every few years and drop a major album, he's going to be headlining Weekend 3. Some of the other artists that you can check out if you go to Coachella are Gorillaz, Rosalia, Charlie XCX, and Calvin Harris. They are all scheduled to hit that desert stage, and even Idris Elba is going to be joining the fun on day one. He's going to be performing as a DJ for the crowd. We love when he does his DJ thing. Weekend passes for Coachella start at a chill $499, and the festival kicks off April 14th.
I'm pretty excited. I don't know. I think I'm like past my be at Coachella phase. But you know, if I had some AC, I would definitely be there.
Right? Yeah. There's a music festival up in Delaware called Firefly that has an air-conditioned coffee bar that you can go into during it. It's so nice.
I'm all about that.
After having lived in California, I've still never been to Coachella, but I am definitely thinking about getting tickets to Weekend 2 to see Blackpink because I love them so much. Watch their documentary on Netflix if you haven't seen it yet. They're incredible. Their dance moves are amazing.
And you're a huge K-pop fan.
I do. I love my K-pop too.
So I'm not super experienced with K-pop, but I will tell you, I will always do a Blackpink ride on Peloton. Like, no need to convince me, I'm on it, because the music just keeps you going. So it must be so amazing to just like feel that in person, you know?
Yeah, they really make artists who just kind of stand there and sing, they really make, they light something under them and make them feel like they should work a little bit harder. I just think K-pop really does the most. A++.
Yes, they're very extra, and I'm here for it.
Here for it.
And speaking of some other very memorable artists, Snoop Dogg and Funko have teamed up to open their very first ever co-branded storefront. Check it out. There it is behind us. It is, of course, in Inglewood, California. The store is called The Dog House, 2 G's, and includes a collection of the Snoop-inspired Funko Pop and Gold figurines. You can also buy pop vinyls of Tupac and Notorious B.I.G. faves, along with some other sports, music, and movie products. So it sounds like a really cool thing.
Yeah, and the Drop It Like It's Hot rapper shared that it was a dream come true at its grand opening on Friday. And now he has 2 stores in the same shopping center right across the street from SoFi Stadium. Oh, and fun fact, Funko was founded in Everett.
Oh, really?
There you go, yeah.
Well, you taught me something new today.
Yeah.
I love it.
I know, and I have to say, Snoop Dogg is really doing the most here. I don't know if you've seen this, but he does this whole musical affirmations for kids, which is the sweetest thing ever.
I have seen it.
Your son listen to it?
I am so very grateful.
Yeah.
It's not always like the same kiddie thing, you know?
Yeah, it's so positive and it's cool, and they're shot like rap videos.
Yes,
it's really
I love
awesome.
it. We love Snoop Dogg in this era. My goodness. Let's hear from our buddy Bill. What message do you have for us?
Well, we have an exciting message today that's sure to grow on you. Get ready for the 40th annual Tacoma Home and Garden Show, January 26th through the 29th at the Tacoma Dome. With more than 500 inspiring and enlightening experts and vendors, you're going to get great ideas to transform your indoor and outdoor space. Meet experts from local nurseries and stock up on houseplants, bulbs, garden accessories, and more. Plus, learn about emerging trends in interior design and home renovation. And new this year, the Tacoma Makers Market, featuring artisans who followed their passions and started businesses during the pandemic. Come see their talents and take home a unique handcrafted item. Ready for the best part? Opening day, Thursday, January 26th, admission is free. That's right, $0. Thanks to the good folks at Hunt Services who are picking up the tab. After that, it's $15 for adults. Kids 12 and under are always free of charge. So is parking, which is music to my ears. For more information, log on to TacomaHomeandGardenShow.com. Now, let's get back to the show.
All right, we love easy parking, my goodness.
Absolutely. It makes our life way easier.
Guess what, though? It is time to get a check of what is poppin' in celebrity news.
Oh, yeah, and for that, we are bringing in Fabian Garcia from TMZ. Hey, Fabian, how you doing today?
I'm good. Thanks for having me, you guys.
Yeah, we love having you on. Okay, so we have to talk about this because we know Khloe Kardashian, she's had a really rocky relationship with Tristan Thompson throughout the years, but she has been so supportive of him, even in his darkest hours. So kind of talk about how she was there for his family recently as well.
Yeah, so you guys might have heard this. Tristan Thompson's mother, Andrea, passed away last week, had a heart attack. Very sad news. Obviously, he flew out to Toronto where she lives immediately. And soon afterward, Khloe Kardashian joined him. Not just Khloe, by the way, but her sister Kim tagged along for that trip. And the latest news on that is that there's going to be a funeral this week, and that Kris Jenner, Kim, Khloe are going to be at that funeral with Tristan, obviously, to show support. And the reason this is newsworthy is because obviously Tristan has cheated on Khloe time and again. They share a daughter together. As of right now, they're not romantically involved, but yet they continue to co-parent, and obviously Khloe continues to be there for him. And I know that kind of seems like a contradiction in a lot of people's minds, and in a lot of people's minds, they feel like she should be done with him, shouldn't support him, and yet that's exactly what she's doing, which just goes to show these relationships are a lot more nuanced and complicated than us, the public, can kind of understand. So good for the Kardashians in supporting Tristan. Some things overcome the pettiness and the drama of these sorts of things. So again, our hearts go out to Tristan.
Absolutely. I feel like the Kardashians do such a good job of just showing up for people, even if they're not romantically involved with them anymore. They're like, family is forever, and they really just set such a good example for that. Yeah.
That's right.
All right, now we know that especially during awards season or anything major going on, life can be a little difficult for even celebrities, but imagine what it is like for their managers. All right, so after the Golden Globes, Rihanna's manager was caught taking a little bit of a cat nap. Tell us about that.
Yeah, so I'm going to defend him. His name is Jay Brown. He is an executive who works for Rock Nation, which is the management company that manages Rihanna. Rihanna and A$AP Rocky were out last night in Santa Monica at a restaurant called Giorgio Baldi, very popular celebrity hotspot. This was after the Golden Globes, of course, where she was nominated for a song for Black Panther. They were inside having dinner. He was not inside with them. He was in the car taking a cat nap, it seems. And A$AP Rocky came out with the paparazzi following him, and A$AP noticed that Jay was sleeping, kind of was filming him having some fun, and everybody else was catching a glimpse of it too. Eventually, he kind of waved them off and then woke up Jay by knocking on the hood of the car. I'm going to defend Jay, though, because look, I mean, first of all, did he even really need to be out there that night with Rihanna? I understand he is her manager, but to me, he could have had the night off. He could have been at home. And at the very least, he definitely deserved a nap. I'm sure he's very busy all the time with Rihanna, especially with her Super Bowl performance coming up. So you take all the Z's you need, Jay. You're fine. It's no big deal.
Sometimes you just need a nap, you know?
You do.
Okay, and we have to talk about this too. So the Golden Globes obviously took place last night while we were sleeping, and celebrities, they were out partying. We got to get the scoop on everything that happened during the after party scene.
Yeah, you know what? The after party scene was a young person's crowd last night. Austin Butler was out there. Addison Rae was out there. Dixie D'Amelio was out there. It's kind of weird because, like, I'm 30. I grew up in the 2000s. I remember when Hollywood was just movie stars. Just movie stars. Those were the big people that were out after award shows. Now it's like TV stars, like Darren Criss is out there. There's like TikTok stars, people that I don't really I don't recognize all that much. But they are the new young Hollywood, and they're the ones that were out in the street last night. All the seasoned veterans, like Brad Pitt was at the award show, wasn't out last night. They're all at home. These are the grown folks, and it seems like their partying days are behind them. So it's a turning of the page. It's very bizarre to see at this weird time in my life when I'm 30. Anyway, so that's what was happening last night.
We love chatting with you, Fabian. Thank you so much for getting us all caught up today.
Thanks for having me.
All right, coming up, we are chatting with one of the several of the stars, actually, of the new movie, Doggone.
Yeah, find out which actor has 2 turtles, a bearded dragon, and a tarantula as a pet. We'll be right back.
I think every town we should talk to the police department.
Yes.
We should talk to animal control. We should talk to churches, anywhere people congregate and go for information. Mm-hmm. Your mom's going to hold down the command center here, but you and I are hitting the Appalachian Trail. So if we focus, we work hard. We make calculated, deliberate decisions, and I promise you we will find that dog. All right? Hurry up, get dressed. We only have so much daylight. Okay.
You promise? How can you say that?
Aw, well, that was a clip from the new movie Doggone, hitting Netflix on Friday.
Yeah, we actually got a chance to chat with the stars about the movie just a little bit ago. Let's take a look.
Rob, Kimberly, Johnny, so excited to have you on Studio 13 Live. We are huge animal lovers, dog lovers here, so we're really excited for this film. But is this going to make us cry? Is this a sad movie or a happy movie?
Both.
Both. Look, it's going to be it's going to be a cry. In fact, it's going to be multiple cries, but it's good cry. It's not traumatic. I don't want anybody to think it's one of those movies where it's going to traumatize you.
You're going to be okay.
You're definitely going to cry.
Yeah.
Happy tears.
Yeah.
We're
here
with you. Yeah.
I love the warning. Yeah, I love the warning. Have your tissues ready. And Rob, in the movie, you and Johnny, not only looking for your dog, but also working on strengthening your relationship as father and son. So what do you both think that families can learn from the movie about the importance of those healthy family bonds?
Well, that's one of my favorite themes of the movie is, a father and son who maybe have never really understood each other. And through the time they're forced to spend alone in the rugged wilderness, going through, challenges together, they heal. And they wouldn't have healed without this dog running away. So that's a theme as a father myself I totally related to, and I think people watching the movie it'll really resonate with them.
Mm-hmm. Aww. And we know this movie is all about searching for a dog on the Appalachian Trail. What was it like filming on the Appalachian Trail? Do you have any good stories?
It was hot. There were mosquitoes.
Lots of mosquitoes.
And it was gorgeous.
Beautiful. I'll take the mosquitoes to be able to stand next to that waterfall.
Right? And wouldn't you rather be? I'd rather be outside always than in a studio or a soundstage.
I missed all of it. I was on the I was on set the whole time.
You got like her character's super important to the show, but she was all her stuff was in the house.
I was the command center at home, but that's okay. Go on about the waterfalls.
The waterfalls,
they were
mountains.
okay. They were fine. They were all right.
The views.
Yeah. Okay.
Although there was a snake wrangler with us the whole time who was like,
oh wow,
like protecting the ground. So I was like, are we in dangerous territory here? I don't know, but it made it that much more fun. Yeah.
Awesome stories, guys. And Kimberly, I know that you as an actor obviously giving your all to every project you're a part of. So what is it that you think will stick with you about your character Ginny and Doggone?
Oh, I love playing this role. Ginny's healing some past trauma that she had growing up when she lost her dog. And so she's really on a healing journey and looking for Gonker and super motivated to find him. I'm a huge dog person. We have 2 rescues at home. My dog just went through surgery last week, so I know what that's like to, be so worried about an animal. And I really think this is a movie for dog lovers, but it's a movie for everybody. And if you don't have a dog and you watch this movie, you may wind up with a dog, so just be careful. Like, you're going to want to go get one right away.
Oh, yeah.
Oh, we've been warned. That's a beautiful thing. And I know Rob adopted a dog after filming this movie. Do the rest of you have pets? And I want to know all about your animals' personalities.
Well, I have 4 dogs. If I had one more dog, I would have to be a licensed kennel in the state of California.
Might be worth considering.
So I'm going to keep it at 4. And the 2 new ones are Daisy and Oscar. And they fit right into the family, and we're very careful not to lose them. After filming this movie, I'm super vigilant.
I bet. What about Kimberly and Johnny?
Well, I have a family cat.
We love cats.
Look, we love cat. His name is Vinny. But I mean, my first job ever was at a dog kennel, and I would get in trouble very often because I was just playing with the dogs. Instead of doing my actual tasks. So doing this movie was like very full circle, and it was very cathartic in that way. But yeah, we have a family cat, but I will be getting a dog as soon as possible.
You might get one tonight.
I probably will. If I can
You heard it here
steal
first.
Baxter, one of the actors who played Gonker, I think I will.
Yeah.
So.
And we have a tarantula at home. In addition to the 2 dogs, we have a tarantula.
Ooh.
We have a snake. We have a bearded dragon. We have a puffer fish. We have a horse. 2 donkeys. Am I forgetting any?
I hope not.
I think that's
They'll
it.
get mad.
Oh my gosh, was that
And
your
some
idea
wild
or
turkey.
your husband's? How
Yeah.
did this all happen?
I think we have a kid who just is crazy for animals, and my husband is too and can't say no. And so we have a zoo.
That's
basically.
amazing.
Yeah.
Best zoo ever.
Yeah.
And just before
and
we
2
go,
turtles.
I have
2 turtles.
You forgot the turtles.
We gotta say hi to the turtles.
Sorry.
We are also huge Parks and Rec fans, as we were talking before this interview started, and it is literally making my day that I get to talk with you, Rob. I cannot say that word without thinking about your Parks and Rec character. How do you feel about kind of owning that word forever now? And I heard that the dictionary even changed its definition because of you.
They did change the definition of literally because of my character's, I don't want to say misusage of it, overusage of it, perhaps. And then my podcast is called Literally.
Right.
So if you like, I've embraced my catchphrase. By the way, it's cool. How cool is it to have a catchphrase? Not everybody gets one.
So cool.
Yeah.
Right?
I want one.
Yeah.
I mean, Tom Cruise does have a catchphrase. Oh, yeah, he does. He's got a lot of them. I'm too close for missiles. I'm going to guns. He's got a lot of them.
No.
Yeah, but literally is a really cool one.
You.
All right, Rob, Kimberly, we cannot wait for this film. Thank you so much for catching up with us.
Thank you.
Thank you.
We got to go work on our catchphrases now.
Yeah, we do. How fun.
How cool were they?
Yeah,
That
they
was
were so great.
much fun. We're
And
getting good celebs for you.
I love that you got to chat with him about literally.
It's true, though. Every time I say it, I think of his character saying it. So it was great to tell him that.
I love it. Well, coming up, we've got more good stuff for you. Hello, hello. Welcome back.
Yeah, we're so excited you're here with us.
We wanted to bring you to this show so you could have fun, a positive place for everybody, because, you know, there's just so much heavy stuff going on in the world, and I think you deserve a break.
You do deserve a break. And there is no one who helps us tell these amazing stories better than our photojournalist, Michael Driver. He has this great series called Driver on the Street, where he highlights people who are doing positive things in our community.
It's really amazing, and he's actually joining us right now. I like to call him Driver because he's one word name. That's how cool you are, my friend.
I mean, I don't know about that.
The icon himself.
What's up, guys?
Hi.
Hey, first things first. Hey.
Hey.
I know it's day 3. I know it's day 3, but you ladies are crushing it.
You are
Seriously,
so
it's really, really good.
kind.
No, it's awesome. You guys are doing a great job.
But you know what? It's his kindness that really makes him so amazing at his job, telling these fabulous stories. People with missions to help others. It's really amazing.
Yeah. Okay, so tell us about the story you're gonna be showing us today.
Well, first thing, obviously you guys are into fashion. It's
yes,
obvious.
Sir. Oh, well, thank you. Said from the most stylish man in the building.
Yeah, check it out.
What about shoes? Are you guys into shoes?
We like
of
shoes.
Course.
Yeah.
Okay. Say the heel of your favorite shoe breaks, your shoe gets wore out, no pun intended, it's down to its last leg. What do you do?
I cry.
Yeah.
I probably have to toss it.
I know. I feel like I just stash it in the back of my closet and hope that I'll fix it one day, but I never really do.
Well, that's why you got to watch this next story, because you can't toss it. You have options. I met a guy in Tacoma named Gary. He's been doing his craft for over 45 years, but unfortunately, he's just one of a few that's doing it. It's a dying art, and it's the dying art of being a cobbler.
The number one comment is, we love the smell of the leather, the rubber, the glue, everything.
Everybody knows him.
How about 20? You're awesome.
Everybody respects him.
A little haircut.
Craftsmanship he has is old school, and I like that.
It's like he's a neighborhood staple.
I'm Gary Aitchison, and I've been a cobbler for 45 years. Hey, there he is. It's what I've done since I was 15. I feel the most comfortable here. Now I'm smacking it together with a little more pressure.
I was coming here when his father was running the shop originally.
He said, shoe repair. He said, if you're going to live in my house, you're going to learn shoe repair. But I immediately liked it. This one is ready to put together. Oh boy, oh boy.
It is an art.
It's a dying art. There's no cobblers out there that care. It was huge in the 80s. Then it started dwindling. Only 10% of the population even fixes their shoes in America, so you're in an exclusive group. Nobody's doing cobbling anymore. Nice. It's literally dying. People don't know what a cobbler is. I went to a comedy club one time. The guy said, what do you do for a living? I said, I'm a cobbler. It got a laugh.
He has those hands of God, you know.
And bam.
Just touching things and make it go right.
Yes, that's the truth. Nobody really wants to do it. Oh, look at this, because there's no glamour. It's shoe repair, you know.
Put a shoelace in there and tie it?
If you're having fun, you could be a shoe repair person with that idea. It's not too hard. It doesn't stress you out too much. Do a job like that.
Look at my beautiful shoe. Thanks, Gary.
This is perfect. It's wonderful.
He's always been good to people.
He's got the personal touch.
There's an expression out there. They may not remember what you said to them, but they will remember how you made them feel.
That's something special to me.
So you got to make them feel like they made a good choice coming in here, that they're helping the environment, that they're doing the right thing.
Appreciate you.
All right, bye. Have a great one.
His dad would be so proud of him.
You're serving others, and that needs to be your goal in life, how you can help and make other people's lives better.
Oh, how awesome is Gary? And one thing that he told me that I thought was super interesting was He said about 90% of everybody that brings their shoes in brings it in because of sentimental value. So maybe it was something from a special occasion, like a wedding anniversary, or maybe it was just something that was passed down from family members, and it was just something that meant so much to them that they said, no, I got to keep these shoes. They mean something to me, and I will not toss them out.
Oh, I love how we touched on the environmental side of things too, because it is better than just consistently throwing things away and buying them new.
Yeah.
That's awesome too. How did you find it? How do you find stories like this?
So, I mean, obviously the amazing community always sends me some great story tips. Social media is a big thing for me, but a lot of times it's just driving around. This story came to be because I literally went in because, not these shoes, these are one of my favorite shoes, but one of my favorite cowboy boots, the heel popped off, and I literally was going in there to get it repaired, talked to Gary for a little bit, found out his story, and I said, I'm coming back next week and I'm going to do a story over you because he was just such a character, great story, and those are the type of stories I love to do.
So I know that our viewers at home know amazing people in their lives. So if they want to pitch you a story, how do they do that?
Easy. Send me an email at michael.driver@fox.com. I'm on social media, Driver on the Street on Facebook, Instagram, Twitter. Just send me a message and just let me know what's going on. And I travel all throughout the Pacific Northwest, so it doesn't matter how far or how close it is. If it's a good story, it deserves to be told.
We love that about you. Thank you so much, photojournalist Michael Driver. He will actually be joining us several times a month for more of these inspirational stories. And of course, you can also find them on our website, fox13seattle.com. Just click on Studio 13.
Yeah. Oh, we'll see you soon.
Yeah.
Okay, coming up, we are chatting with Pasado's Safe Haven about their mission to rescue animals in need with some vegan cooking classes.
Pasado's Safe Haven is the largest animal sanctuary in the Pacific Northwest. And not only that, they actually offer vegan cooking classes, which is so fun and exciting. They also have summer camps to educate others and rescue animals who are in need.
I love that. And joining us today to tell us more about their mission, we have certified behaviorist Michelle Graves. Hi.
Hi, hello.
Thanks for being on our show and
Thank you
bringing
for
a
having
cute
me and
friend
Rosie.
here. Hi, Rosie. You are
She's doing
adorable. We're a very dog-friendly
Yes.
show, so we're very excited you're here. Tell us about Pasado's Safe Haven and kind of how you first got involved.
So Pasado's Safe Haven is on a mission to strengthen our state's animal cruelty laws. So we advocate for animals, and we also have a beautiful 85-acre sanctuary with over 200 animals. And I actually got started at Pasado's Safe Haven. I took a cooking class.
Yeah.
That's how I first found out about it. And then I came out and did a one-day compassion group with a group of folks and volunteered. And I then started volunteering, and I volunteered about a year. I took a tour at the sanctuary. It's beautiful, and I just fell in love with it, and then volunteered for about a year on farm, and then started working with the animals. And Pasado's animals come from cruelty and neglect situations most of the time, so they need extra care and extra love, and so that's what I do as a behaviorist.
It's so wonderful. And not only does Pasado's work to really strengthen those animal cruelty laws, but you guys also work with law enforcement. Tell me a little bit about that and what you've achieved.
Most of our animals do come from cruelty and neglect situations working with local law enforcement. So we rescue animals from hoarding situations or from puppy mills, dogs, cats, and farmed animals. And then those animals are available for adoption. So when they come to Pasado's, they have medical needs. They may have already experienced the worst that humans can be. They've had a very rough time, usually underweight with a lot of medical issues. And then at Pasado's, it's a place of healing. So we get them into great shape. We get them feeling beautiful. If you come out to the sanctuary, it's a very happy place because the animals there are feeling good. And they're seeing the best that humans can be. And that's what I do as a behaviorist, is learn about the animals as individuals, and we respect their needs as individuals, and we help them feel better.
I love that so much. I also hear that you teach vegan cooking classes there. Tell us all about that and kind of how do people sign up if they're interested.
So Chef Amy teaches some fabulous cooking classes, and she's got a Mother's Day class coming up, American regional cooking, lots of fun things. It's just delicious, and she's fun and fabulous to learn from. So you can learn how to eat all sorts of really fun, tasty things that are also good for the animals.
And I know that you guys also work so hard not only to rehabilitate the animals, but find them a home where they can be happy and live their best lives. So tell us about our little visitor here.
Yes, so this is Rosie, and she is 10 years old, and she came to Posados because her person could no longer take care of her. And so she is looking for her forever home. And all of the animals most of the animals at Posados are available for adoption. So we have dogs, cats, pigs, goats, sheep, cows that are all available for adoption to the right home.
We love it.
Some animals at Posados are ambassadors, but most of the animals are available for adoption.
Great.
And
Well,
if you adopt an animal like Rosie, then we can save another life.
Yes.
And there are animals that are waiting to come to our sanctuary. It's a beautiful place of healing, and there are animals out there that need it, that can't we don't have space for them until other animals get adopted. So when you adopt, we can save another life.
Well, we love everything you're doing there. Thank you so much for coming here and telling us all about that. And if you are looking to adopt a new family member, or if you want to help by even just donating to Posados Safe Haven, we have all of their information up on our website, fox13seattle.com. Just click on the links under Studio 13.
Netflix just released the trailer for Pamela Anderson's new documentary. This one's called Pamela, A Love Story, and the Baywatch actor is taking control of the narrative and actually setting the record straight on some misconceptions on her personal life. Of course, we're all aware of that, her career as well. And she is even addressing what she called a very traumatic incident. Of course, that is the leak of her sex tape with her ex-husband, Tommy Lee. Let's take a look.
I had to make a career out of the pieces left. But I'm not the damsel in distress. I put myself in crazy situations and survived them.
Oh, so this film has been in the works for several years, and it's going to include archived videos and personal diaries, and Netflix is dropping it January 31st.
We'll have to watch.
We will. Okay, did you hear about this business in Las Vegas that was pretty much revived thanks to TikTok?
Oh.
Well, Keith Lee is a food blogger. He has more than 8 million followers on TikTok, and he doesn't charge businesses for reviews, and he pays for the food himself.
All right. Well, employees from Frankincense Pizzeria in Vegas actually reached out on behalf of their boss, and they said that the family-owned business has been struggling, and they couldn't even afford to pay some rent. So Keith gave the food a shot. He gives his honest review, tries the food on TikTok. Let's check it out.
1/2 of the classic Italian sub. This thing is huge. Frank. This is delicious. All this food is so balanced so far. It's spicy, it's salty. 9.6 out of 10. Lemon pepper sauce wings. That thing packed with flavor. I ain't gonna try the ranch again because again, I'm not a huge fan. This is one of the best wings I've ever had. This is a 10. Small, classic white pizza. I like that. I like that a lot, actually. It's really good. 8.9 out of 10. That is classic, delicious, thin crust pizza. Really garlicky, like super garlicky. Last but not least, a small, classic pepperoni pizza. Them some huge pepperonis. Boy, I swear, this is why I started making videos like this. Because places like this that don't nobody know of, this is a 9.8 out of 10. I'ma wholeheartedly agree with the employee here. Frank, from me to you, this is my opinion. There is no way you should be behind on rent or struggling to pay rent. It is marketing. That's 100% what I feel like. That food is delicious. The service is amazing.
Oh my gosh, you know when the eyes are rolling back, that is a good meal. I love his videos. This is the power of social media. So the owner, Frank, says that he's sold more wings in 2 days than he has in 4 months of being open after this. He says people have been visiting from Iowa, from California, and Utah, all because of that video.
I love this for him. And the way, can we do a show in Vegas and have that pizza? I don't know.
I'm
Well, Frank went from selling about $400 worth of food in a day, now running out of food entirely because of that high demand. He says that his phone just has not stopped ringing, and now people are thanking the TikToker. But Keith Lee says that he just did an honest review. That's all that it's about. And that the food just, if it wasn't good, he wouldn't have said that it was good.
Yeah, he gives like 9.8. It's very specific, the ratings we get here.
He eats a lot of food, so I believe him.
Yeah, definitely.
Yeah. All right, coming up, we are bringing in our friends at PCC Community Market to share one of their delicious salad recipes.
Yeah, stick with us. Hey, it is time for Emerald Eats, where we highlight some delicious food in our area.
Yes, we're actually joined today by Kevin Byers with PCC Community Markets. Hello.
Well, hello. Thanks for having me.
Yeah, absolutely.
Yeah, so good to have you in here. So we're going to be talking about winter citrus recipes to brighten up Seattle's dark days.
That's right.
Why citrus?
So citrus is the winter fruit. It's when it's peaking. It's when all the flavors are the best. And what's nice is it's beautiful. There's a lot of color. And there's a lot of variety in it. So winter is when it is in its peak season.
I love it. What are we going to be making today?
So today we decided to do some simple, easy at-home recipes that kind of highlight that citrus and get some brightness into our days. So
awesome.
We're going to start with an arugula grapefruit salad. You can do other citrus in it as well. Grapefruit's nice because it kind of offsets, and the citrus in general is going to offset that spiciness of the arugula.
Mm-hmm.
So super simple, like 2 really easy ingredients. And then we're going to have this olive oil and orange juice, dressing, a little salt and pepper.
So good.
Yeah,
Things
slivered
I would
almonds.
never think to put together,
Yes,
but they're
that's
delicious.
true.
So good. They work really well together. So
Yeah.
little slivered almonds, and then we're going to just do a little zest of any citrus, any orange. So we'll see what you do. So you got to shake it up a little bit, and we'll get a little on there. If you want to do a little bit of the almonds on top, that would be awesome.
A little almond sprinkling.
Yeah, there you go. We'll try to
sprinkle.
rotate. Let's
And-
see if we can do it.
I mean, I feel like you can't mess this up, right?
No, it's super simple. Like I said, it's
We're
super,
good at it so far.
It's super simple. And then why don't we get an orange out of there?
Okay.
Any orange will
How
work.
do you pick the best one?
So with citrus in general, you want it to be heavy for its size. That means it's really
I feel like
juicy.
this one's heavy for its size.
Yeah, perfect. And so we'll just do a little bit of zesting
Okay.
on here.
And what does that do?
It releases some of that flavor. It gives you a nice aroma.
And it does. It smells amazing.
We'll get it on there. And you can put as much or as little as you'd like.
Okay.
I think that should work.
A little zest. I've never
zest.
zested myself. Have you?
I have, but I don't have one of these because I don't cook that often.
Yeah.
So, you just try your best with a knife.
You're making us
You
fancy.
don't want to cut it. So you want to try it?
Yeah,
Absolutely.
of course.
Thank you
Yeah.
so much.
Such
Here, let me get you a
Thank
fork.
you. But super simple, like super easy.
And I see that you used, this looks like a grapefruit. Is there a particular type of citrus you prefer on a salad?
You want something that really will offset that, something sweet. So the grapefruit, the red grapefruit's really good. If you wanted like a navel orange, something juicy that kind of cuts through some of the bitterness of the arugula.
Yeah,
it makes it really nice.
This is
so
amazing.
good. I want to take
you
another
sold me.
bite.
I don't usually choose arugula, but I might do that after this. This is such a good
And
salad.
I like how simple it is too, because sometimes you get overwhelmed picking too many ingredients for a salad.
And
On the run too.
Yeah.
Really quick.
Yes.
And you're also going to teach us how to make a drink.
Well, you gotta have a drink.
Of course.
It's January, it's time to, so we're gonna do a spritz, and you can do this with alcohol or non-alcohol.
Okay.
Super simple again, just sparkling wine. You can do club soda. We decided to, in citrus fashion, to bring orange flavored sparkling water, a little bit of a sprig of rosemary, and then to top it off, we're gonna grab another orange, and we're just gonna slice it round this way. And just put it on the top, just to give it a little bit.
Oh, so it looks like a nice
extra.
cocktail, whether it's alcoholic or not.
Yes, that's
Anytime there's like
right.
rosemary in a drink, I just want to take a picture of it. I'm going to choose it. So cute.
There's
know,
one for
look at
you.
that.
Cute and wintry.
Yeah.
Oh,
And so I didn't know that citrus was actually doing so well in the winter. I always figured it was a summer fruit.
So what you need is it takes all year in some ways. It's the heat during the summer that really helps to grow.
Cheers, y'all.
And then the winter.
Oh my gosh, yum. It's so fresh tasting.
Yeah, very
That is
refreshing.
good.
I love it.
good.
The cold winter, the cold nights in the winter is what really gets the sugars to convert, but also gives it that color.
Yeah.
And really kind of like, for lack of a better term, hardens off and really makes it peak. So all summer long, it's getting that warmth to really push it. And it's like cold nights that really turn the color and really make it pop.
Beautiful.
So that's how it happens.
Learning about how it all goes down.
That's right. And there's a ton of different, what's fun about it is there's a lot of variety. So you start early, you can do satsumas and grapefruit, and as it works through the season, you're always seeing different flavor profiles, different colors, and so you get a good couple months of just real fun citrus items to keep playing with and try.
We love all this information and delicious food you brought for us. Thank you so much for visiting with us.
Really appreciate it. Thank you so much.
Yeah, we'll see you again soon. So we've got these recipes posted on fox13seattle.com. Just click on Studio 13 and then you'll find it in the links.
Yeah, and here is what we have coming up tomorrow. Let's give you a look. We are chatting with Deborah Jo Rupp of That 90s Show.
Yes, so excited for that. And we are also chatting with the author of the play, I'm Not Your Perfect Mexican Daughter, coming to the Seattle Rep very soon.
Yes, plus renowned chef Maximilian Petty joins us to cook up his signature Big Mac's burger and then a falafel burger twist.
Ooh, I'm excited for that. Plus, tag along as I go hiking at Rattlesnake Ledge.
Like sunshine through the clouds. I'm gonna make your day.